Tina Carter.
And I'm Ben Goss. Thank you so much for watching. This show is dedicated to promoting the arts, entertainment, and small businesses in the Augusta community.
Hey you guys, we are here this morning for the grand opening and the ribbon cutting of the brand new Columbia County Performing Arts Center. We are super excited. Rumor has it this is really going to help Columbia County expand for events and tourism, etc. So we're super excited to take you inside. We're going to see what we can find. Let's find out what's up. We are here this morning with Matt Schlacter, and this has been a fun project for you, I know. Tell me all about where did you come into play and how did this turn into what it is today?
It's been a fun road to go down here. It's been a long one though.
Yeah.
Several years ago, the commission had an idea. They were led by Ron Cross, former chairman of the county commission. He had an idea to put a performing arts center in Columbia County, and so we put it in front of the voters twice. They approved it twice.
They wanted it.
They did. They voted for it in a GO bond, and they funded more money for it in the boss referendum. So once we had that money, we started design, and we went out to bid, and here we are. It's been 5-6 years since we started the idea, but now we got a great venue for people to come out and enjoy, have a great time. So we're looking forward to getting it open.
And people just have no idea the work and the strategy that comes into play for a project this size.
You're right. That's right. We did a lot of research. We went and visited other theaters. We went and asked them, what did you do wrong, so that we don't do it wrong. We asked them, we really asked them, what do you not like about your theater? And when they would tell us, we would make sure we didn't do that. So a lot of work, a lot of hard work behind closed doors, getting ideas ready, and now we're ready to open to the public.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's beautiful so far, and we're going to keep going, take some more looks.
Have fun.
Right off the bat, we start with 4 booked local dance studios.
Wow.
4 consecutive weekends. That'll be a good sort of test for the building.
Right, right.
It's sort of a stress test for staff and processes we've put in place.
Work all the kinks out.
Work all the kinks
works,
out.
What didn't.
That's right.
And certainly you're in that investigating stage still, even with it's open.
That's right. So we're anxiously excited tomorrow to see how things go. Of course, we still have some internal signage and things to put up. So seeing how the flow of crowds and where we might need additional information and signage, how our systems are working. So we're excited to dive into that process.
Right. For the citizens of Columbia County, what can we expect as far as, you know, I'm a taxpayer here, so what can we expect to see as far as the revenue being brought in? What do we hope to see, if you don't mind me asking that, as far as the return on bringing this facility to life?
Sure. So we've coined sort of the term the center of it all. So it's in the center of Evans, it's in the center of the plaza, and we think it's going to be the center of activity for Evans and for Columbia County. So we think there's going to be plenty for everyone, from Broadway shows, there's a museum aspect. We think it's going to be a popular venue for weddings and other corporate events, to your local dance studios, band performances, potential graduations. So yes, it's very versatile in what we can host here. And we do think the large shows that we're going to be able to attract, there's going to be an economic impact. We think there's going to be hotel stays, there's going to be businesses that visitors from outside coming and seeing shows will spend money into to boost the economy. So yes, we think that the investment the community put in to build the building will be paid off
big time.
Big time.
Big time.
Right. So we've been working for a year or two on our programming of the building, which was sort of difficult during a pandemic. You know, Broadway shut it down. So it's been hard to really get anything under contract or get anything booked, but it's really starting to pick up now. So.
And are y'all seeing too, not to cut you off, but are y'all seeing too, like I know of just on a personal level, you know, lots of friends that had weddings last year and now they're scrambling to get their weddings this year, and so all those events, do you think it's really sort of become a blessing in disguise, maybe?
Yes.
Even if that's a stretch? I know you're like, oh my gosh, it's been so much work, a blessing.
Yes,
but
I do think. I think we're opening at the perfect time. Of course, when you're opening a new building like this, there's going to be sort of the new factor where people are going to be excited anyway.
That's right.
So we have that, but we also have sort of coming out of the pandemic and things starting to feel a little bit more normal.
Right.
And we're seeing it at some of our other venues, Savannah Rapids, the exhibition center, community events that we have out at Lady A and at the park. People are anxious and ready.
Excited
so
to get back.
they've been sort of on hold for a year.
Yes.
So we really think when we start having large shows and opening this up that we're going to have a lot of success.
That is awesome. Well, I'm super excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, anytime you close a project, I know you're shifting, but it's still refreshing and you get that next burst of energy for the next phase. So we're super excited for you. And thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Ahead on What's Up.
To lay out the Augusta National. He did it in 76 working days, which is absolutely incredible. 124 days start to finish.
And see the inside of this beautiful home for sale in West Augusta. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Good morning. I have some exciting news to share if you're a real estate agent or for sale by owner in the Augusta area. For only $50, you can feature your home for sale on our program. You can have up to 2 minutes to showcase your home either through a video tour or through photography or something that you've created with your contact information and branding. If you're interested, simply reach out to me by email at whatsupcsra@gmail.com and put home in the subject line. Or you can give me a call directly at 706-351-3336. Thank you, and I look forward to featuring your home for sale in an upcoming episode of What's Up. In today's visual real estate market, there is no better investment than professional photography and video. Roundtable Media proudly offers affordable listing photography, video tours, and drone services. Whether you're a real estate agent or selling your home by owner, give your home the attention-getting advantage you desire. So trust Roundtable Media to create a masterpiece worthy of a showcase. Schedule a service online or give us a call. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you.
What's up, Augusta? Are you an artist, entertainer, or small business in the Augusta area? You can be featured on an upcoming episode. Showcase your products and services on television to thousands of potential customers in the CSRA and surrounding areas. We have many affordable pricing options to choose from. What's Up is the perfect way to advertise your business the way you want. Email us at whatsupcsra@gmail.com and let us know you want to be on. Can't wait to see what's up with your business.
Hi, my name is Ben Goss with Keller Williams Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I can help you reach your real estate goals and dreams. If you're selling, my unique marketing plan includes a combination of listing photography, video tours, and drones. And because I do all the marketing myself, I'm able to help my clients save money. I don't want to be just your real estate agent for one transaction. I want to be your real estate agent for life. So give me a call today. I look forward to hearing from you.
Tim Wegar Evans, I can breathe better now, like because of pure air has attacked me in a good way. The guys that kicked ass, way to go. Call me back. I'm about to pay them. Have a good afternoon. Thanks, Tim.
Hi everyone, I am excited to be joined today by Stan Burdy. Stan Burdy is an author, a sports historian, former sports anchor, and he's got some really fascinating content and stories to share. So real quickly, Stan, tell me a little bit about your journalism background.
I always wanted to be a sportscaster, and I'm one of those rare individuals who I just was a pit bull about it, and I never let up, and I finally got my chance and ended up with with a really nice career over a number of different cities. I've been in Augusta now for about 35 years. This is really my home. And but I was in Youngstown, Ohio, and in Colorado and Kansas, Springfield, Missouri before I came here.
So Stan, tell me a little bit about how your career in broadcasting led you to start writing books.
I'm a storyteller. I mean, that's what I live for. That's what I get up every day to produce content. And I try and always figure a way to do something unique with a story. A local story of national interest. That's my specialty. And that's what really all these books are. I do a lot of research. I go to museums, I go online, I go through old newspapers. The current book that I'm working on about the Berkmans family and Fruitland Nurseries, I've been on for about 10 years, and I've gone to La Belge newspaper, which is written in French back to 1820. And I don't know French, but I can spot the Berkmans name, and then it will give me an English translation. So, you know, you just have to be creative and dig for research and for video.
That's cool. That is awesome. Tell me a little bit about what you got. Is that the cover of your first book?
Yeah, this is the cover of the first book, and it's Augusta and Aiken in Golf's Golden Age, and this was done in 2001, I think 2002 era, and I knew when I saw this picture that it was going to be the cover. It's Sam Snead and Byron Nelson, and they're playing golf over at Palmetto Golf Club in Aiken, and they told me to submit 3 or 4 photos, and I submitted 3 or 4, and I knew they would go to that one, and they did, and I was very, very happy with that.
All right, Stan, tell me a little bit about this book. This is the one you wrote on the Augusta National.
Yes, the Augusta National book is really a tribute to Alistair McKenzie. This guy was a camouflage artist for the Allied forces in World War I. He's actually a medical doctor, Cambridge educated, so he had all these science degrees, but when he was in the Boer War in Africa in 1901, he learned how to manipulate the lay of the land, how the Boers manipulated the lay of the land and made it very hard for the English to win that war. So this is a book that really is a tribute to him, and Augusta being a military town, it's kind of interesting that he used a camouflage artist's military mind to lay out the Augusta National. He did it in 76 working days, which is absolutely incredible, 124 days start to finish, and so it was a model of, in a time when we were in the height of the Depression, that he, for pennies on a dollar, could get this project done for less than $100,000 and also throw in a makeover at Palmetto as well. So he was just a master of efficiency, and I think no doubt Bobby Jones wanted something different. He wanted something exciting for this golf course, and he found it in Alistair McKenzie.
And it was a nursery, correct?
It had been the Berkmans nursery for 60 years prior to Bobby Jones taking over that property, and I gotta say, for now studying the Berkmans for 10 years and researching them on this book that I'm doing now about Fruitland and Prosper Berkmans, that I'm not so sure that previous 60 years really wasn't the spotlight on that property that changed history. When you look at what Bobby Jones did later, he really built onto the Berkmans' dream. I mean, the Berkmans' dream was to beautify the earth, just to beautify the. That's what they were looking to do.
I think you told me last time that Fernando de Soto.
Yeah, see, now you're telling me all the. You're getting me involved in all the stories, but Hernando de Soto, yeah, he crossed over in this area. Some think that he might have crossed over on the Augusta National property, but I give credit to Bobby Jones because he had the wisdom and the foresight to include all these people's dreams. I mean, from 1540, he's talking 3-4 centuries later, comes Bobby Jones, and he's he's including a part of the property for Hernando de Soto. He's got the Berkmans included, Ray's Creek. You know, it's just telling that he incorporated all these ideas into the layout of that land. And for Alistair Mackenzie as well, his dream came true. But the thing about the golf tournament today, people watch the golf tournament, and there are a lot of people who just want to get on the land to see, to feel, to experience the beauty of that land. They're coming to see the Berkmans, and they don't know it. Bobby Jones incorporated that into that property, but I think if you know the Berkman story a little bit better, it really shines a light on not just the past 85 years on that property, but 150 years. Of everything I've ever worked on and probably ever will work on, the Berkmans is the most fascinating. They were oppressed in Belgium, where they were royalty, and they were trying to get away from war. So they came to the United States, and what happened? 10 years after they're here, they're in the midst of the Civil War. So they wanted to get away from war. War was being waged on their property, European Revolution in their land. And they came from Belgium to get away from that. And within a few years, they were back into it, and in the eyeball of a Union Army with William Tecumseh Sherman at the head, headed straight to Augusta. So it seemed like wherever they went, they were going to be a focus somehow. I have traced 3 or 4 generations of that family, and pieced this story together that I think the public will be interested to see. It's been a very rewarding experience for me. It's taken me 10 years on and off to get this where it is today, and I'm still not there yet, but I'm getting close.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit about your other pictures here.
Okay, Augusta's master plan. This turned into Georgia Public Broadcasting's first full-length documentary that they ever did, and it was in celebration of their 50th anniversary. Now, this came out in 2010, was Emmy nominated, and we went far and wide to tell a story of Augusta's untold story, and I called it Augusta's Master Plan, from Sherman's March to Arnie's Army, because William Tecumseh Sherman, you know, comes into play here as well. And he was stationed in Augusta at the Arsenal during his first days in the military, and so he knew Augusta. He knew the layout. He knew where the Arsenal was. He knew the powder works in back, and he likely knew that the Berkman Nursery was there as well, providing foodstuffs to the Confederate Army. So if he ever did get in Augusta, he was not going to tiptoe through that nursery area. It was going to be a bing, bang, boom. Of course, he went around Augusta, and in my estimation, that really helped Augusta become a golf town, because all our infrastructure was in place, and we didn't have to rebuild. We rebooted by expanding our canal, and the floodgates to prosperity opened at that point. We became a winter resort, we became a golf resort, and we became the home of the Augusta National Golf Club.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about your other book, the Against All Odds.
Well, Against All Odds was done with my friend Donnie Hixon, who lives just across the street, and was telling me for years and years and years that he was Burt Reynolds in The Longest Yard. And I said, well, golly, we're coming up on almost 50 years. Let's go do a documentary. So we actually went to Reedsville Prison, Donnie and I, February 1st of 2018. And they let us into prison. We went up all 5 floors to the to death row. So we walked through death row. We saw the electric chair. But what was interesting is there's such a point of pride at Reedsville Prison in that community today for this movie. They actually have the pictures of Burt Reynolds and the whole cast of characters up on the wall, not 10 feet from where the electric chair is, which isn't in operation now, but it's really a contrast and an irony of the two best and the worst moments in the prison's history side by side. It's absolutely phenomenal. So we went and thinking this is going to be a documentary because I got all this video, and a couple months later, one of the stars in the movie, Joe Jackson from Laney High School, great running back who Burt Reynold just absolutely loved and was Burt Reynolds' favorite character in that movie, passed away. Donnie spoke at his funeral services. Then 6 months later, Burt Reynolds passed away. We had been trying to get in touch with Burt Reynolds to be in the documentary, and then he passes away. So that's how this book came about. We had all this material, and the quickest, easiest, best way to get it into production was to do a book. So I tackled that, and I put everything else on hold for a year. And this is a great book about Augusta and what it was like growing up in the 40s and the 50s. And for people who don't know the story, it's really a telling tale. So you saw a stabbing victim while you were there?
Right. We were waiting in line to go into the lunch area because we were going to do a scene in there where they fed us, and which they fed us real good. Had nice steaks and all that. And they said, "Hold up, you can't go in there yet." And we was all lined down the hallway. Then out comes the medics, and they got a guy. He's bleeding all over the place. Somebody stabbed him in there.
So there's all this fun and games going on with you and Burt Reynolds and Eddie Albert and Michael Conrad and this whole cast of characters, Ray Nitschke and all these NFL stars, and it's still in the midst of a very somber reality for inmates who may never see the daylight.
Yeah, you didn't know if somebody was going to try to make a hero out of themselves, you know? I mean, but those guys, when you saw a lot of them that worked out there with us, they looked like they would never harm anybody. But when they told me about some of them, you wouldn't believe what he did. Yeah, that was kind of scary, you know?
What was it like playing Burt Reynolds?
Well, it was a shock of my life because I never would have thought why they wanted me, and I got in there. I reckon it was about luck. And I was really kind of leery about doing it. I thought it was a joke when they first approached me about it. But after I got in there and I met all of them NFL stars, I said, "Wow, what in the world am I doing here?" You know, I was really intimidated, right, especially by Burt Reynolds. He was really a great guy, but I lacked what to say around him sometimes talking to him. I mean, I was intimidated, but he was something. You got to remember who he was. He was something. He wasn't a phony, and I was really intimidated about it.
Charismatic?
Yeah, he had it all. Burt had the looks. I mean, it didn't take me long to figure. I see why he was a top movie star. He was something. I never seen nobody like him in person. I never met anybody like that.
So Stan, tell everybody how they can get your books.
Okay, AugustaBook.com. That's pretty easy. And for my Donnie Hixon, Burt Reynolds book, since they're both wearing number 22, and that's what they wear in the longest yard, it's 22thebook.com. And so it's those two sources, AugustaBook.com, or they can write to me at stan.birdie@gmail.com, just my name at Gmail.
Cool, and we'll put all that information on the screen for everyone. So
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's been
God
great.
bless. Thanks, man.
You too.
What's up, Augusta? Are you an artist, entertainer, or small business in the Augusta area? You can be featured on an upcoming episode. Showcase your products and services on television to thousands of potential customers in the CSRA and surrounding areas. We have many affordable pricing options to choose from. What's Up is the perfect way to advertise your business the way you want. Email us at whatsupcsra@gmail.com and let us know you want to be on. Can't wait to see what's up with your business.
In today's visual real estate market, there is no better investment than professional photography and video. Roundtable Media proudly offers affordable listing photography, video tours, and drone services. Whether you're a real estate agent or selling your home by owner, give your home the attention-getting advantage you desire. So trust Roundtable Media to create a masterpiece worthy of a showcase. Schedule a service online or give us a call. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you.